Hey guys, in this video I want to go ahead and talk about synthetic division. So we've learned about polynomial long division, and it looks like something like this, right? Um, Now the only thing, remember, you have to go ahead and make sure it's in descending order, right? X to the fourth, x to the third. Now if you notice, this one here, okay, I set it up like this because the one thing about synthetic division, okay, it only works with linear factors. You see this guy? This is a quadratic factor, right? It's a quadratic that's dividing the polynomial. Okay, it's not going to work. You're going to have to use what's called a linear, which is this x plus 3. So normally, we go ahead and divide this one. Let's go ahead and do this one just for practice. X squared plus 2x plus 1. So what do I need x squared to get 3x to the fourth? You're going to need a 3, and you need an x squared. So 3x squared times x squared, that's 3x to the fourth. 3x squared times 2, that is going to give you a positive 6x cubed. And 3x squared times 1, that is a positive 3x squared. Now if you notice, okay, you see how this guy doesn't have an x cubed? I had to put 0x cubed for as a placeholder. It also didn't have an x squared, so I had to add 0x squared as a placeholder. That way, see, now I can have these to be able to subtract them. So these guys cancel out, so 0 minus 6 is negative 6x cubed, and then 0 minus 3 is negative 3x squared. And then you bring down the next term, which is a positive 4x. So we have an x squared and a negative 6x cubed. So what do I need to make a negative 6x cubed? You need a negative 6, and you need another x. So negative 6 times x squared times the square is negative 6x cubed. Negative 6x times 2 is negative 12x squared. And negative 6x times 1 is negative 6x. Now remember, you're subtracting. You're always subtracting, just like you did in elementary school. So these two negatives become a positive, and that cancels with this negative. Same thing here. So negative 3 plus 12. Negative 3 plus 12 is 9. And then 4, these two negatives become a positive. So 4 plus 6 is 10. Okay, and bring down the last guy, which is 6. X squared and 9x squared. So what do I need? I need a 9. Okay, and then 9 times x squared is 9x squared plus 18x plus 9. Again, you're going to go ahead and subtract. And then 10 minus 18 is negative 8. And then 6 minus 9 is negative 3. And then if you notice, we end there because is there a way for an x squared to become an x? No, there's not. There's no way to multiply anything to give me just an 8x. So this guy is going to be my remainder, okay? So this guy is going to go up here, so we're going to go ahead and do plus. So just to keep it simple for us, we're going to just put plus and then minus 8x minus 3 on the top, and then this guy, our divisor is on the bottom, x squared plus 2x plus 1. All right, and that's it. Now for synthetic division, this we can go ahead and do polynomial long division, but there's a way to go ahead and do it more quickly. Now what I'm going to do is, this is how you do it. You're going to write here the coefficients, okay, just the coefficients. So we're going to write 3, and then that's the x squared. Then we're going to do the x, which is negative 2, and then you're going to do the positive 1. So just the coefficients. So what do you put here? Well, you're going to take this guy and you're going to solve it. X plus 3, set it equal to 0. Well, you're going to get x is equal to negative 3. And this is going to be your factor that you're going to use to divide. You're going to do negative 3. So what you're going to go ahead and do, first bring down the first guy. Okay, the first number, just bring them straight down. And what you're going to do is you're going to multiply. So negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. And you're going to put them at the next level here, at the next column. And then you're going to do the math, whatever it tells you right here. So negative 2 and negative 9, that combined to give you negative 11. And then what do? You multiply again. So negative 3 times negative 11 is positive 33. So 33 and 1 is going to give you 34. And that would be your remainder. Well, how would you go ahead and write it? Well, you would write it x minus 3, x plus 3 right there. Now, because you already had and used one of them, you're just divided. And instead of being an x squared, okay, you divide it. Instead of being an x squared, now it's going to be just 1 degree lower. It's going to be an x. So you're going to go ahead and write 3x minus 11, okay, plus, and then your remainder. Your remainder is 34 over this guy here, your divisor, x plus 3. Okay? So if you do long division, you would get this answer. Okay? But this is a lot more efficient, a lot quicker. And remember, you could only do it when it's a linear factor or a binomial. Okay? Let's go ahead and do a couple more examples just to give you an idea for these. Okay? So x plus 1. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do that one. And let's go ahead. That guy becomes, let's go ahead and put my little box. So x plus 1 becomes negative 1. Okay, because remember, you're going to go ahead and solve it. X equals 0, so x equals negative 1. So now over here, we're going to put the coefficients, just the coefficient, and we're going to put them in order. Okay, x to the 4th, so we put a 4. There is no x cubed, is there? So we have to put a 0. Is there an x squared? No, so we have to put another 0. And then we put the x value, and then we put the constant, negative 5. Okay, you see that? So this is x to the 4th, x to the 3rd, x to the 2nd, x, and then the constant. And what do we do? Same thing. Let's go ahead and bring it down. It gives you a 4. And then what do you do here? You multiply. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. 0 take away 4, that's negative 4. Negative 1 times negative 4 is a positive 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. 2 minus 4 is negative 2. Negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2. And then negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. And this guy would be your remainder. Okay, guys? Now, how would I write my answer? Well, this is x to the 4th. So this guy is 1 less. So we start off with 1 less. 4x to the 3rd minus 4x to the 2nd plus 4x to the 1 minus 2. And then you have your remainder plus, and then you can just put negative 3 over x plus 1, which is my divisor. Okay, so if I did long division, this is what my answer would be. Okay, and as you can see, it's a lot faster doing synthetic division. All right. I want to go ahead and give you one that it's more useful because we will be graphing polynomials. And the reason we do polynomial long division or synthetic division is to factor. It's a way of factoring. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what I mean. So x minus 2 becomes positive 2. So we're going to go ahead and write the coefficients, okay? And if I ask you, okay, go ahead and factor this, it would be very difficult. So that's the reason we have synthetic division. So we have 1 for the x cubed, you have negative 3 for the x squared, you have negative 10 for the x, and you have positive 24 for the constant. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, bring down the 1. Okay, and then we multiply. Okay, so 2 times 1 is 2. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. 2 times negative 1, negative 2. Negative 10 minus 2 is negative 12. 2 times negative 12 is negative 24. And what do you notice? 0. There's no remainder. And that's nice because that means this guy factors out perfectly. So what does that mean? Well, this guy would become, instead of a cubic, it would be a square. And then minus what? X. And then minus what? Minus 12. Okay. Can you factor this guy? Absolutely, right? You can. Now this becomes x what? X minus 4 times x plus 3. And then what? Now this guy as well, right? It's what you had right here. That's your other factor, and it'll be x minus 2. So what did I just do? I just factored this cubic right here into this. And how did I do it? I used synthetic division. And this is very helpful when you're going to go ahead and graph polynomials. So hopefully that helps you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.